The worst day of my life wasn't the day I lost my job. It wasn't the day my landlord threw me out. And it wasn't the day my bank account dropped below $10. The worst day of my life was the day the woman I loved looked me in the eyes and said, "I can't build my future with a poor man." 7 words. That was all it took. 7 words to destroy 5 years of love. 5 years of sacrifice. 5 years of dreams. I stood there frozen as she picked up her handbag and walked away. She didn't cry. She didn't hesitate. She didn't look back. And as I watched her disappear in the crowd, I felt something inside me break. At that moment, I believed I had lost everything. What I didn't know was that life was about to take me on a journey neither of us could have imagined. Because 10 years later, the same woman who left me because I was broke would stand in front of me again. Only this time, everything had changed, and she could barely recognize the man she once walked away from. My name is Ethan Brooks, and this is the story of how rejection became the fuel that changed my life forever. When I met Olivia, I was 24. She was beautiful, not just physically. She had a smile that could brighten an entire room. The kind of smile that made people stop talking. The kind of smile that made me believe in things like destiny. We met at a friend's birthday party. Neither of us had much money. Neither of us cared. We spent our evenings eating cheap food, walking through parks, and dreaming about the future. Back then, love felt enough. At least I thought it was. I was working long hours in a small warehouse. The pay was terrible, but I had ambition. I believed hard work would eventually pay off. Olivia believed it too. At first, as the years passed, things changed. Friends started getting married, buying homes, driving nicer cars, posting perfect lives online. Comparisons slowly poisoned our relationship. Every conversation became about money. Every argument became about money. Every disappointment became my fault. One evening, Olivia showed me photos of a luxury apartment. "I wish we could live somewhere like this." I smiled. "One day." She didn't smile back. "I don't want one day." That sentence stayed with me, because for the first time, I realized we were no longer walking toward the same future point. 3 months later, everything collapsed. Olivia asked to meet. I thought she wanted to discuss our wedding plans. Instead, she ended our relationship. There was no shouting, no dramatic scene, just cold honesty. "I need more from life. I can't keep struggling. I need stability." Then came the sentence that changed everything. "I can't build my future with poor men." I felt my chest tighten, not because she was leaving, because she no longer believed in me. That hurt far more. As she walked away, I promised myself something. Not revenge, not anger, not bitterness. I promised myself I would never let my circumstances define my future. The following year became the hardest of my life. I worked multiple jobs, sometimes 18 hours a day. There were nights I slept in my car, weeks when I survived on instant noodles, months when failure felt inevitable. Friends disappeared. Family questioned my decisions. Everyone seemed convinced I was chasing impossible dreams. And maybe they were right, because every business I started failed. The first one failed. The second one failed. The third one failed. Each failure took money I didn't have. Each failure took confidence I desperately needed. But something inside me refused to quit. One night, while everyone else was sleeping, I discovered a problem businesses were struggling with. Most people ignored it. I became obsessed with it. 4 months, I studied, learned, experimented, failed, improved, repeated. Eventually, I launched a solution. The first customer arrived, then another, then 10, then 100, then thousands. The growth was unbelievable. For the first time in years, success was no longer a dream. It was happening. The company exploded. Investors arrived. Partnerships followed. International contracts changed everything. Within 5 years, the business was operating in multiple countries. Within 7 years, it became one of the fastest growing companies in its industry. By year 10, financial magazines were writing articles about me. Television networks wanted interviews. People called me an overnight success. I laughed every time I heard it, because nobody saw the decade of failure behind that success. 10 years after Olivia left, I attended a charity gala. Hundreds of successful people filled the room. Business leaders, celebrities, entrepreneurs. I was speaking with guests when I noticed a familiar face. Olivia. For a moment, time stopped. She looked older. Life had clearly humbled her. Then our eyes met. The expression on her face changed instantly. Shock, confusion, disbelief. She knew exactly who I was. But she couldn't believe what she was seeing. Later that evening, she approached me. We talked, not as lovers, not as enemies, just two people whose lives had taken very different paths. Then she said something I never expected. I made a mistake. I could hear genuine regret in her voice. Years ago, those words would have meant everything. But now, they meant nothing, because I had already found peace. Success hadn't changed my life. Growth had. The poor young one she left behind no longer existed, and the melon standing before her no longer needed validation from anyone, especially not from the person who once doubted him. As the night ended, Olivia walked away. This time, I was the one who didn't look back, not because I hated her, not because I wanted revenge, but because I finally understood something. The greatest success isn't becoming rich. It's becoming the person you were meant to be. And sometimes, the people who leave your life are not there to hurt you. They're there to reveal how strong you can become. Stories end, but wisdom stays. If you believe stories can change the way we see life, welcome to Echoes of Wisdom. Subscribe and let every story leave you better than it found you.